Tonight, from beautiful Melbourne, Florida, Plumbing with Tim presents Thirsty Thursday. Welcome everybody to Thirsty Thursday edition of Plumbing with Tim, the show where I answer questions from you, the viewer, as well as frequently asked questions I get from my customers. Let's get some. Okay, question number one tonight comes in from a Kevin. Kevin asks, I have a foul odor when I run my hot water in my home. What could cause this? Okay, Kevin, that's a good question. The number one cause, and usually the only cause, would be because of your anode rod that's inside your water heater. Check out some other videos that I have out where I explain the anode rod, the purposes of these particular things inside of your water heater. It's because the impurities that are in that water, the anode rod is doing its job. It's collecting those impurities, but it can actually cause an odor-causing contamination in that water, which will emit smell. Like when you take a shower or you're washing your hands or doing your dishes and stuff like that. There are ways of replacing anode rods. The newer the heater, the harder it is to do. So, you know, check out online on YouTube and stuff like that and other videos that I put out on how you can take care of this problem. Good question. Thank you. Question number two comes in from Yolanda. Yolanda asks, why my water pressure drops when I run my hairdryer? Sorry about that. Let's get back to the show. Okay, so this is our last question. This is our featured question of the night because we're running out of time. It comes in from a Mr. Blake. Blake asks, I went to take a shower after work last night and no hot water came out. Cold was just fine, just not any hot water. Heads up, it's a Moen valve. Okay, well, I run into this problem all the time, Mr. Blake, and I'm going to explain to you why. Usually on a Moen shower or tub shower valve, inside of these newer, and for the most part, any of them, you're going to end up having what is a cartridge right here. This is the Moen 1222B. I'm going to take it out of the package, and I'm going to show you. This is what's called a Posi-Temp cartridge. All right, what does that mean? It means that it has a cylindrical bearing inside of here. Hear that? Yeah, it's a bearing that's stainless steel. It's about that big, that sits inside the housing here, that has multiple little port holes. So what ends up happening is when you turn your cold water on, it will move up to a certain area and allow that cold water. See, you have one hole that's high and one that's low. All right, and as that pressure hits that cylindrical bearing inside of there, it's going to lift it and turn it to where it's needed. It's a pressure Posi-Temp sort of cartridge. What can end up happening now is this cylindrical bearing can stick upwards or stick downwards, causing you not to have any water pressure either on your cold or your hot. At this time, what you're going to need to do is probably go down to your local plumbing supply company or Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up what's called a Moen cartridge puller. Now, if you don't feel comfortable doing this, call a licensed plumber. He'll come out, he'll remove this 1222B Moen Posi-Temp cartridge the proper way and replace it. It's usually going to run you about $170 to do that job. Now, if you're looking to save some money, I will here soon put out another video that will showcase you how you, the viewer, can take one of these out safely and replace it with a new one and save yourself the cost of a service call. So there you guys have it. That's all the time we have for tonight. Appreciate you taking a few minutes and dropping by and hanging out with me for the show tonight and listen to me blab on about plumbing. Listen, if you got a question you'd like to have answered here on the show, leave them down here in the comments. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I appreciate all the support and the subscribers. So until next time, this has been Thirsty Thursday edition of Plumbing with Tim. Keep plumbing. I'm out of here.